Good morning, students, and welcome to Enriching Students. This is Mr. Straver. I'm going to take a few moments to show you this program because it's what we'll use to schedule your flex block. I think it's pretty straightforward, and with a little practice, you'll understand how it's all laid out, and we'll be able to schedule your own time during flex block. As soon as you log in, you'll see this screen, and you'll see three major sections to it. You'll see My Week over here on the left-hand side, My Schedule, and My Profile. You'll also see a small section with gears, and that is where the settings are. If you go back over to the left, you'll see your week laid out from top to bottom. This one happens to be the first week of school, and it starts on the 28th of August. And as you go down, you'll see the flex block course that you're scheduled for and the location. I've set this up just for your benefit, and you'll see that on Friday, Labor Day is blocked out for a holiday, so that actually is not something that you can schedule. Beginning with the second rotation, however, you will be able to schedule yourself into your PLP or flex block. And you can do that by clicking on the My Schedule icon in the middle of the top of the screen. Just to orient you to this screen, on the top left-hand side, you'll see the Change Week option, and if you click on that, it will allow you to choose any week during the school year and start to schedule. So for instance, if you wanted to see where you were going to be next week for your PLP block, you could click on September 4th, and it would bring you to that week. Now, Monday we don't have school that week, so there are no options available here. When you click on Tuesday, however, a number of options will appear, and all of these are ones that you can opt for during your flex block. As you scroll down the list here you'll see a range of options, and just about every teacher is included in this list, so anybody that you need to see for extra help would be available. You may also choose your counselors, and eventually we will be scheduling your activity blocks through this program as well. To get started, you're simply going to choose the person that you would like to see during your block. Let's assume that you'd like to go to the College and Career Resource Center, and you see this option over here, the CCRC. All you'll need to do is go to the right-hand side of your screen and click on Schedule. That small little icon there says that something good is happening, meaning that you're doing the right thing and you will be scheduled shortly. This bar turns green, indicating that you're scheduled into that, and therefore it removes the option to be scheduled into there. So for Tuesday now, you're scheduled into the CCRC. Now it's possible that you made a mistake there and you'd like to go back and change that and make some adjustments. If you'd like to go to the library during that block, you'll see that Mr. Cannon is indicated at the top of the screen, and he has 35 seats available there. So you can schedule yourself into that block simply by clicking on that schedule button. Now you're in Mr. Cannon's PLP block, and you can go there during flex. If you're still not sure and you want to try another option, you may choose any of the teachers that are indicated on the left-hand side here, as long as they have seats available. So for instance, if I tried to schedule myself into Mrs. Jack's time in the office here, and I clicked on Schedule, it would not allow me to do that. If you look at the top of the screen, a small X appears, and it says Student Test cannot be booked as the class is fully booked for 9/5/2017. Once a teacher has used up all of those seats available, you will not be able to schedule yourself into that section, and you'll have to choose a different section. So I'm going to go back and select the CCRC and make sure I'm scheduled for that day. Once I'm satisfied with the choices that I've made for that day, I can go through the rest of the rotation for that week. Look at Wednesday. I'm already scheduled into here, but I'd like to change that option and maybe spend some time with Miss Victor to work on my art portfolio. I can select her, and now I'm into art in room 111 for that block, and her number of seats is reduced by 1. I'll go to Thursday. I have nothing selected here, so I need to make sure that I get myself scheduled. I'm going to use the library that day, so I schedule myself into that. And Friday, I know that I have a test coming up in science, so I'm going to make sure that I see Miss Abdelhayalu for extra help. So I'm going to make sure that I schedule myself in her class for Friday. And so now I have my whole week planned out. If you'd like to see what your week looks like, you can go back to my week, and I'll have to make sure that I'm looking at the right week, which is 9/4 to 9/8, and you'll see that my schedule for that week has changed. I'm in the CCRC one day, I go to my art teacher one day, I go to the library another day, and finally I go to see Miss Abdelhayalu on Friday to make sure I'm ready for the test that's coming up on Monday. On the right-hand side, the option for my profile gives you simply a readout of the kinds of uses that you have made of the flex block. So this may not be particularly useful, but it will give you a sense of your attendance and where you've been spending your time. So as you start to go through the year, you'll see a record of this, and that could be useful for you just to know where you're spending a lot of your time. Lastly, when you're ready to log out, you'll go up to the gears up in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, and if you click on that, you'll see an option to change your password and an option to log out. If you'd like to change your password, you may certainly do that, and if you are satisfied with your selections for that week, you're simply going to log out. Now it's your turn. We will be scheduling the next rotation in Enriching Students. Log into your account and you will be scheduling yourself for the following dates: September 7th, 8th, 11th, 12th, and 13th. Ask your PLP teacher or a peer if you need some assistance. Good luck, and let us know if you have any suggestions.